Hey, guess what, everyone? It's one bad day again. We're having another bad day. Another Batman character is having one bad day. But is this a bad day? This doesn't feel like a bad day because it wins. I don't know. Interesting. It's Catwoman's one bad day, folks. G. Willow Wilson writing Catwoman. That's cool. Jamie McKelvey doing the artwork. That's cooler. Do I like Catwoman? I think I do. Catwoman is a character I go back and forth on all the time. I sometimes go like, she's clearly my favorite character in Gotham. And other times I'm like, that's not a good interpretation. Why are we doing stuff with this character? But I can't help but love her. Is she my favorite character? I don't know. Maybe. I read a book like this and I'm like, oh shit, maybe I love Catwoman? Is that where I'm at in my life? I guess so. First off, the artwork is perfect. Do I need to say any more? It is great. McKelvey is so good. They know how to use the colors for their own art. It is beautiful and stunning. And the Selina Kyle they draw is so breathtaking and awesome. Just perfect use of blacks and purples all over the place in this book. I'm obsessed. I genuinely think this is one of my favorite stories of One Bad Day and one of my favorite Catwoman books in a while. I haven't read a lot of modern Catwoman. I've just been kind of like put off by it, but this is sick. Give me some more of this. So Selina's doing some narration. We're not going to jump wholly into it, but essentially she just sees the world around her, all the people protesting for affordable housing and taxing the rich and everything. And we're like, yes, let's do that too. Selina is a person of the people. She's a Catwoman of the people. She hates the elite, even though she's kind of like on again, off again, a billionaire. But hey, even Bruce would say he's a bad person, right? So it works. But she's kind of like, I get it. I know what it's like to struggle, to grow up on these streets and not have any money. So we see a flashback where her mom is selling like a brooch at a pawn shop that her parents or her family has claimed was worth a lot of money. But the guy at the pawn shop's like, this was a fake. It's not worth anything. I'll give you $200 for it. And they need that money to survive. Doesn't really work. Okay. We also see that her sister Maggie is in this book, which I'm like, hey, that's cool. I always like when that's kind of brought up for something fun. Very interesting. And then we cut back to the present day, and Selina's just like avoiding some police that are stopping a protest. She sneaks into a really, really sexy Catwoman costume. That looks amazing. I don't know what it is about the costume. It just works so well. Very cool. So she puts it on, climbs the rooftop, beats up a couple of guards, and then she sneaks in through the vents, crawling down the vents. Again, artwork is beautiful. The coloring is perfect. It's like that classic retro lining and dotting. Oh, I love it so much. And guess what? There's a huge display down there, and the brooch is one of the main centerpieces. You mean the brooch that wasn't worth anything? True. She goes to find it, so she's like, I know. I'll have to go about this a different way. So she sneaks out of her Catwoman costume, dresses up as somebody who's rich and famous. And she looks muscular and strong. And I'm like, damn, I love it. What are we doing here? So she's getting like a nice close look at the brooch, realizing someone's lied to her. And she starts talking to this like older curator that works at the museum. And she starts going to like this piece of history like, hey, you know, this was like a symbolic piece during like World War II, and it's like all the jailed people that were suddenly freed or killed. This is like what happened to them. It's a way of protest. This whole book's about protest, going anti-establishment, a key component of Catwoman's character. Of course it is. We love to see it. We're here for it. This woman essentially tells the story of Selina's mom to Selina. She gets teary-eyed, and the woman's like, hey, hope to see you again here. She's like, oh, I doubt it, but who knows what's gonna happen. I'm Vivian Page, baby. Very fun. So they both leave the brooch. Selina starts walking out. It's like, okay, time to get back on track. But as she's walking away, guess what? She sees a hunky man talking to some more people at the museum. The hunky man kind of smirks at her. Uh-oh. It's Bruce! And I'm like, yeah, this is a good interpretation of Bruce Wayne. We'll get into that in a bit here. But it's like, okay, they're going to have an auction soon. Let me get my stuff together. I'm going to sneak into a closet, dress up as a waiter, go to the floor, deliver some food. It all happens very fast and in a succession I'm proud of. I do like this. I think what kind of separates this book from other interpretations of Selina is how well it handles like the other characters in the scene with her. So we're watching like a couple of the people that are handling like the food services, or the people like holding the auction and selling the pieces, and just giving them subtle moments on a panel that doesn't have Selina in it to act like characters, and it makes it feel really wholesome. So Selina pretends to stumble down, knocking over a tray with a bunch of the stuff on it. She pockets a bunch of things, including the brooch. And she just sneaks out as Catwoman. When they return, the brooch is gone. The place is on lockdown. What are they going to do? Too late. Selina is out on the streets with the brooch, looking really cool, looking great. I don't know, man. Do I like Catwoman? Is that what's happening here? Is that what's happening to me? I'm realizing Catwoman's really cool. I feel like that's where we're going. Beautiful artwork, beautiful artwork. So Selina heads home later in the day, and she's like, well, maybe I should call my sister about this. It's some memories that we could talk about. So her sister's working at a grocery store. She gets a call, thinks something's wrong with Selina's like, hey, I found the brooch our mom had. She's like, that's great. What does that mean for anything going on in my life right now? I kind of gotta work, Selina. Is that like anything? Is that good? Is it worth anything? I don't care, okay? Like, I'm living a life. Kind of hangs up the phone on her. And Selina's like, well, I guess I could have handled that better, but we'll figure that out later. We'll talk about it later. Right now, let's see if this is real. So she goes to like some back alley, like, diamond guy in Gotham in her full suit. And he's like, this is very interesting, but it's fake. She's like, what? Yeah, it's fake. It might be an heirloom, but it doesn't mean it's real or anything. It's all fake. It's not a good thing. It's a silly piece. And she's like, I hate you. This is important. Why are you an asshole? She leaves, just walks down the street, broad daylight in her Catwoman outfit, just pissed off at the world. She's like, this is supposed to matter. She wants to say, sorry, Mom, I tried. She's like, whatever. I guess I'll keep it. Goes about her day, just relaxing, not thinking anything. And she's like, wait, the setting where they found the piece, that's exactly what, Vivian Page was saying when we went to the museum. Oh shit, she knew. She knew it was a fake. That lady did something, and I have to find out what it is. So now it's nighttime, Catwoman suits back up. She's headed down the streets trying to find out, okay, there's no Vivian Page at this like auction house. It was a lie. Everything's a lie. Bullshit. Now she starts stalking this girl, trying to find her. Oh, she's in a different attire now, different clothes. She's wearing glasses, but she's definitely hiding herself. She is a con artist too. She starts walking away. Heads into like a grocery store just to get some food while Selina's stalking her. She's like, okay, I can follow her and go down and do that. Before she jumps down to find the woman posing as Vivian Page, she is stopped by a big hunky man named Batman. And he's like, okay, don't do this. I think we're on the same trail here, and she's more dangerous than she looks. He's like, are you following me? Of course, Batman's like, no, I've been tracking her for months. Like, I know she's, like, forging these items, and she's holding them all, and she has this huge black market ranking millions of dollars. I know it's her. And I know you're also here to do something. If you came to me, maybe I would have helped you. I could still help you if you trust me to do this the right way. And she's like, oh, who knows? Of course they kiss, because what are we doing? Toxic relationship. We love it. It's perfect. It's fun. It's well written because everyone's like, cool, we're having fun. We're horny. What else are we going to do? Selina's like, I don't know if I can wait until you figure out your shit to do this. I kind of just want to go get it now. And he's like, well, please don't do it tonight. If you confront her, then she's going to know somebody else is on her trail. I don't want that to happen. Let me do this the right way, and we can help both you and the hundreds of other people, and we'll do this the proper way. And she's like, I don't know if I can do that. But he's also like, I'm not going to stop you. I can't stop you. I could, but I'm not going to. So she's like, well, thanks, but I think I can handle an old woman. She jumps away, leaving Batman. He just goes off and does his own thing. And I'm like, okay, that's an honest relationship. He's like, I want to stop you. I probably should, but what you're doing isn't technically wrong because I know she's a bad person. I'm just saying, let me try to do this my way so it gets done a little bit more efficiently and the law will handle it. And she's like, I don't know if you understand how the law works in Gotham, but rich people don't usually go to jail. You should know, Mr. Billionaire. So I'm going to go get my freaking brooch. You can do your thing. And it's like, hey, that's the key to our relationship. Breathing room, baby. We're off doing our own things. So this woman heads back home, and Selina is waiting for her on the steps. And essentially, it's just like, yeah, I made that brooch. It was a fake. It's great. No, fooled you. And Selina's like, all right, I'm going to hit this lady. They get into a fight, but the old broad's got some strength to her, and they actually have to like have a little beat 'em up. And it's pretty fun. I think it's cool. And Selina, well, not recognizing who this woman is just like, yeah, see, you got conned, babe. It's simple as that. You got conned. You're done. You can't win this. You're done. Nothing you could do. You went about this the wrong way, honey. The fight gets stronger, but this woman is more agile and fast than Selina's expecting. She kind of gets knocked out, and the one's like, hey, you okay? Just want you to know, you maybe almost did something right. You can think of me as competition if you'd like. I'm a different type of cat burglar. So she leaves, and Selina is kind of like licking her wounds when Batman shows up. He's like, I won't say I told you so, but I am thinking it. And she's like, you were definitely following me this time. He's like, yeah, sorry. Like, oh, it's cute. Like, it's fun. He's being playful, and that's the kind of Batman I like. I know people like their dark, brooding knight, but I just want a guy who is so cuckolded by this beautiful cat goddess that he's just like, hey, I hope you're okay. I'm gonna go do the right thing now. Goodbye. And just let Selina leave. I'm like, that's my boy. That is me, okay? If I am Batman in this situation, I'm letting Selina do whatever she wants because that's a beautiful woman who's paying attention to me, and I'm a freaky bat guy. Like, I'm just falling for it. So he's like, I miss you. And she's like, I miss you. Their connection is together. Yay, we love it. We love it. She's leaving. It's such good. And he's like, well, will I see you tonight? Well, maybe if you're good. And it's like, yeah, then I'll see you tonight. Oh, it's so cute and playful. So Bruce is going to do it the right way. Still going to get this broad taken down. Selina's like, well, I guess that's justice. So she walks down the street, just like takes off her mask, a big black eye coming off her, head down, wants to get some coffee, gets a call from her sister. Sister wants to talk to her. She apologizes. It's like, hey, I guess we can't all have bad days. So she's going to have a conversation with her sister, and she's just walking down the streets of Gotham in her sexy costume, and her world's a little bit brighter for it. Again, it's a nice story. It kind of just ends there. I guess she is still getting justice for what happened to her, and the sentimental justice is still upon her. She just kind of got her ass kicked, so that's like the one bad day part. But yeah, she learned a lesson, you know? It's bigger than you. Who knows? It's cool. I love this book. I really had a great time with this. The artwork is next level. I can't do it justice just explaining it. It just looks so breathtaking and epic in every sense of the word. I love the interpretation of the characters. I like the idea it's presenting where we see Selina's just like, I'm kind of a person of the people. And I feel like everyone who's above the law is a rich prick. I'm like, that's a good interpretation. It all works well. Fun mystery heist story. Cool, man. What else do you want? This is what I'd want from a Catwoman story. It gave me that. It's also extremely horny, and that's like my favorite type of thing. Oh my god, just like the one reveal of Selina where she's like in the tight black dress. You see her strong legs and arms. I'm like, holy shit. This is it, man. This is what we're doing, hey? This is it? Okay, I'm on board. So, Batman, One Bad Day, Catwoman, number 1. I am going to give a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Hive, and I will catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.